Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from tillycrafts.co.uk, and this is one of my Make It Thursday videos. Today I'm doing something quite different. Now this technique is called Retiform technique. No idea why it's called that. I first saw it and I made these cards watching Tricia from Smithy's Creations, and I really like the effect of it. So we're going to attempt to make one today. I don't know what it's going to turn out like, but we'll have a go. This one, I think I used the Posies, the Gorgeous Posy stamp set, and this one I use Game On. Now I think this is really effective, especially for like a mail card, if you do it in like the darker colours and not like pretty pinks. But you could do a pretty pink one for a lady that was into her games. So let's get started. So for this you need 3 colours, and I'll bring this in, you have to excuse the splodge. This is my card base, and the colours I'm going to use are Magenta Madness, Rococo Rose and Grey Granite. I think I saw Tricia do it with all in pinks, but I like to add a bit of the I've got picked up Grey Granite, and it was meant to be Smoky Slate. Bear with me 1 minute. Oh, there it is. There we go, that's better. Smoky Slate, Rococo Rose and Magenta Madness. And for my stamp set, I picked the Lovely You stamp set because of all these little images on it. I'm going to be using Love Is What Makes Us a Family for my sentiment. I've also put the Smile out, but that's going to be like in one of the little boxes when I do it. Then when I layer it up, I haven't decided what I'm going to layer it up yet, in either Rococo Rose or Smoky Slate. And I don't know if this should do it on a white background or on one of the coloured backgrounds, but we'll have a look at that later. And let's see how it goes. So what you need is, you need a piece of Whisper White. I think Tricia used just a piece of card, but I'm going to try it with a post-it notes and see what it looks like. So you just need to cordon a little bit off with the post-it notes. And I'm watching Tricia, she used the lightest colour first, so I'm going to do the colouring of the background in the Smoky Slate. And for this I'm going to use a dauber. So these are one of our daubers, so you just dab it in. Now I'm not going straight on there, I'm going to start on the paper because otherwise it will go too dark, and you don't want it too dark all over. I have noticed Tricia do it with light makeup brushes, and it looked really effective, so I did buy myself some, but we will do it this way with the daubers. And then when you've got the desired effect that you like, it looks like stormy seas at the minute, and then you just lift these off like that, and then you can do it wherever you want. So could do it up here, could put a bit like that, and do it again. So start off there and not make this one as dark. Got a bit of sponge on there. I think I'm rubbing too hard. Whoops. Just bear with me a minute. I did this last time. I did a film and I forgot. I plugged my phone in because the battery was getting low. I didn't realise the wire was just hanging across here, so I've had to sort of fasten it up, so it just fell down. So I've sorted it now, but I thought it's typical that I had to refilm it because it looked really silly with the wire going through it. I think we'll do one across here. I think this might be an old dauber. I'm just going to go over there a little bit. Yeah, it's an old dauber. There we go. So you can do it as little or as much as you want. I think I'll do one this way. And get one of these. And I'll actually do it across that way. See what this looks like. Oops, wrong paper there. I've got a scrap piece of paper here, and now there's me going over. I definitely need a new dauber. I think I've just got bits coming off this one. Oh my god. It's like I say, no idea what it's going to be like. But that's the beauty of it. You can do what you want. Let's do this bit first. Might have this quite dark, this bit. Lighter. It looks like a stormy sea at the minute. And that's will come down here and this one. There we go. Quite like that. It doesn't really matter about the splodges, but because we're going to stamp on it. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to take this and just go around the edge like this. Definitely need a new one of these. I think this one can go in the bin. There we go. I was going to there we go. We'll leave it at that. Quite like that. Actually, I might. Well, have I got another door? But I've got a brayer. I'm just going to see what this does. Oh, look. Quite like that. Just go over those white bits. This is sponge off one of the brayers, but I don't want to go all over it. There we go. That looks a bit better. Right, put that one straight in the bin, I think. Right, next I'm going to go for the Rococo Rose. And I am going to pick these, but what we need to do is remask it. So if we take that on there and across there, stamp this up, and then like that. It's quite nice. And then I think we'll put, oops, it does help if you get it on the lines. Perhaps I shouldn't have done it so intricate. I'm just going to do it like that. I think I'll have another one of these, but I'm going to stamp it off. Bit different texture, and I think we'll have one of these. And like that. It's coming together. My sentiment's a bit too long, so what I think I will do is stamp that onto a sentiment strip. I'm gonna have some Magenta Madness leaves, I think. Oh, that's nice and bright. Didn't even go on the paper. I like those. See how you're just building it up. So I was going to put the sentiment in there, but I don't think it's not going to fit in because it's quite long. So we'll do it across this way instead. And I think we'll have this branch in the Rococo Rose. Like that. Let's do it that way. And then we've got a tiny little fleur-de-lis. And I think I shall pop that in. Like that. See how it's building up now. A couple of clean post-it notes, I think. And then let's do one down here. Doing it like this because it's easier for me. Right, and what have I not used? I've not used the flower. Let's have the flower. Stamp it off. Might actually bring the grey in as well. And clean this. Grey. Oh, that looks quite nice. So it's a bit fiddly and a bit inky all over, but it's good. Right. I'm going to stamp a smile in here in Rococo Rose, I think. There we go, like that. And then I think we'll have a grey flower again. I'm just going to do that like that. Like that. Oh, I'm liking that. This bit now. It's just something, a different technique to try. Oh, I've not used this little flower. Should we have it in? Let's have it in grey. Like that. And we'll have one of those little fleur-de-lis. Like that. You can see the effects anyway, can't you? Oops. Job I put the sticky bit down. These leaves. There we go. I need some in this little box. This can be another smile, I think. Anyway, how's everybody coping? Are they back at work, still off? I'm still working, but like I say, I'm one of the lucky ones that I can work from home, so it's not too bad. And the kids have just broken up from school, so I've got them off now. I did have a couple of weeks leave, which is good to be off with them, and we have been out to the park and stuff like that, which is nice. Bit of fresh air. We did go one day when it was chucking it down and they got soaked wet through to the skin, but they loved it. They thought it was the best thing going. Getting all wet and groggy. I quite like that. That's good. One of these little fleur de lis again. And just go in there. Oh, I do like that, you know. Just deciding what background to put on it. I'm just going to put a couple of these in here because the sentiment's going over this, so you're not really going to see it. Do like that. Smile, smile. Way. Nice one. Right, I do it, and I'm going to apologise now because the cat's just come in and he's on one of those, like, I think he's going to jump up. Right, so for my sentiment, I think we're going to do that in Magenta Madness. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So I can just go across there. I'm going to get my snips. Actually, I'm going to put this away first. I want the grey back out because I'm going to do the edges of the grey with the grey around my sentiment. Let's put those over there for a minute. What did I want? The snips. See, I can't remember what I want half the time. Right. I've also been doing some, it says beginner's tips, but they're only little 10-minute videos. So if you get a chance, have a look at them. You might learn something you don't know about. And pick some tips up. Or you could, if you've got people that are new to Stampin' Up, they might find it interesting. Stuff about storage and about inks and papers and stuff like that. I like that. So if you get a chance, have a look. Right, that's us done with that. Let's move this piece of paper out of the way. Now we just need, I was going to do Magenta Madness, but I've done a lot in Magenta Madness at the minute. I actually think I like the grey. That's gone a bit rough. Let's just go over that. This is just an ink eraser, so sometimes when you get rough edges it's easy to go over like that. I think I'm going to do it on the grey and layer it on the Rococo Rose. So this is just an A4 sheet of paper cut in half and scored in half, and just use that, and then yes, do like that. Let's stick it all down. Hang on. I think this might be my empty glue. Yeah, it's one for the bin. I did get a new one out. I've used the wrong one. I always leave them upside down because then if there is any more left in it, then it will run down to the top, but I think it's had its day now. Just centre that up. Oops. Like that. Just going to put it flat on the card. I like that now. Do like that. Let's get a few dimensionals for this. I'm on my end bits now, so I'm just using these up. I end up with about 6 packs out because I can't find what I've done with them. So I'm trying to make sure I use them up and keep them where I can find them before I get any new packets out. Right, yep. So this, like I said, is called a Retiform. And like I say, Tricia Smith did one as well. This is where I've learnt to do this from. There we go. How nice is that? And we could always bling it up. I can't help but bling things up. And I was just trying to do it straightforward. But I'm just thinking, just might have to put something on it. And I think I'm going to go for these. These are the new Enamel Dots. I'll just put a couple of these on. And I'm just going to keep them on there. Yes, I like that. I've got people shouting at me now saying, put 3 on, put 3 on. So I think I will put 3 on and that's it. I'm not touching it anymore. So that's my take on the Retiform card. Let's bring in the originals that I did before. So there's the other 2 that I made. And there's that one. So I hope you like those and learnt a new technique. I certainly did when I watched it. So thank you very much for joining me. All the details will be on my blog. So feel free to go and have a look if you want the measurements and things like that. Have a good weekend and speak to you all soon. Bye.